Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome to another stale movie review. Today we're going to be talking about Pieces, directed by Juan Piqué Simon. I love how I kind of said that with a French accent, and I think he's from like Spain or something like that. Sorry guys, I took French in high school, okay? If you haven't seen Pieces, came out in 1982, and it's about a mysterious murderer who's terrorizing a college campus in an attempt to kind of create this sadistic jigsaw puzzle type thing, trauma from his childhood. Yeah, that's basically what I think Pieces is about. So we'll get right into my analysis of the movie, which is hard to do. If you guys follow me on Letterboxd, you probably have already kind of seen my review of it. I try to keep them short on Letterboxd, just like super short, really quick, like snippet reviews. But this movie is definitely bad. It's bad. So there's random, I feel like the whole movie is just a series of random scenes kind of just edited together, and there's no, for a lot, there are just some scenes where there's just no kind of lead in or lead out of them. It's just a random scene kind of plopped in the middle of the movie, and you really have no idea what it's doing there. It gives you that feeling pieces of the movie were cut out for time or something like that, and it just kind of creates kind of a jarring movie, because it's one scene will end and then it's just we just jump to this completely other scene that, yeah, if you've seen it, maybe you know what I'm talking about if you have the same feelings I do towards this movie. There's definitely bad voice dubbing, which I thought this was just a slasher movie when I went to go watch it, and y'all know how I feel about slashers. I love me an 80s slasher, so I was okay, I thought this was just your run-of-the-mill slasher. This definitely has some Giallo vibes, feels to it. The bad voice dubbing was my first cue, and I was kind of oh no. Which, if you guys have been on this channel for a little while, I'm not the biggest fan of that that genre or subgenre, I don't know how you'd classify it really, of film. Just not for me. I can definitely understand why people enjoy it. Not really for me. I think this one was kind of Giallo light. I mean, like I said, the dubbing was bad. But it definitely has your classic slasher movie tropes and kind of setup. Set on a college campus, bunch of promiscuous young adults, and then you get a serial killer who had a traumatic thing happen to him in his childhood. You got your classic slasher film. And that kind of leads me into my review. It definitely was a bad movie. It's not a good movie. It doesn't hold up. It's just technically speaking, it's bad. But that being said, I had a really fun time watching it, which I was surprised, because when I kind of got those Giallo vibes from it, I was a little bit worried, but like I said, it's kind of on the light side, so I think I could handle it a little bit better. I wish there maybe was a little more bloodshed, because I really love that bright red paint looking blood. I don't know why, I just love that so much. I just find it so cheesy, but in the best way. I really wanted more bloodshed. You know, for a movie called Pieces, I was expecting more hacking and more slicing and more, yeah. And I mean, somebody gets completely cut in half in that, and that kind of worries me that I wasn't satisfied with that. Oh no, what is my life? Why should or should you not watch this? I couldn't definitively say whether you should or shouldn't watch this one. I'll definitely say maybe you shouldn't if you're like me and you're really not into giallo films or slashers. If like you like, because there are people out there that don't like slashers. I know they're a little bit, no, to each their own. It's okay if you don't like slashers. But if you don't like either of those, do not watch this movie. You are not gonna have a good time. But if you like either of those or both of them and you have a good sense of humor, definitely you can watch this one. I think you'll have a fun time. I'm gonna give this 2 crotch scratches out of 5. I know it seems like a low rating. That's just because it really was like not a good movie, but I did enjoy it. Like if I didn't like slashers or giallo films, like this would have gotten like 0 out of 5 stars, I think. But right now on IMDb, it's sitting at a 6.1 out of 10, which I think that's just pure enjoyment, I think. I didn't really go in to read a whole lot. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 42% critics rating and a 52% audience rating. I was kind of surprised by the critic rating being so high. I might go back and read some of those in depth just to see what they're saying about it, because I found that really interesting. There's nothing on Roger Ebert on this. I'm not all that surprised that there isn't, but I would have been interested. He probably would have given it like 0.5 out of 4. All right, so if you've seen Pieces, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. Be sure to follow me on all my social medias. Links are in the description box. You can watch the trailer for Pieces in the description box if you haven't seen it before and you want to just watch the trailer before you watch it, maybe, I don't know. I watched it on Shudder. Was it on Shudder? I can't remember. I think it was. I feel like it was on Shudder. Who knows? I don't know. I'm rambling. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay strange. Bye!